After losing a Supreme Court battle to overturn the federally imposed carbon tax, the Ford administration was forced to establish its own that matched national requirements. Ontario's standards for industrial polluters started on January 1st, 2022.
But what is carbon tax? Carbon tax is a fee per ton of fossil fuel emissions. That includes oil products such as gasoline and diesel, natural gas, and coal-fired electricity. Under this system, everyone who buys a product that creates greenhouse gases pays for their emission. Its goal is to give companies and individuals a financial incentive to reduce their emissions.
Ontario's businesses have been urged to transfer from the federal carbon tax program to the provincial program by December 15th. The government has already made clear that its pollution price will rise in lockstep with the federal carbon price, despite previous complaints and denials of the program's climate benefits. Ontario's price will increase from the present $65 to $170 by 2030 per ton of carbon for industrial polluters. This is a total of $131 million to $446 million by 2030.
Large industrial polluters account for the majority of Canada's carbon emissions. The oil and gas industry is Canada's single largest source of emissions. There is no denying that reducing Ontario carbon emission will require a strong government action to hold carbon emitters accountable and encourage them to improve their practices. Now, how are Ontarians affected by the federal government's regulation, which imposes a pollution price on industries?
But what are the carbon tax effects on the environment? Economists argue that carbon taxes provide an efficient and cost-effective solution to address climate change, reduce air pollution, as well as to achieve a post-carbon economy. Greenhouse gas pricing stimulates investments in renewable energy and results in further technological advancements.
With the rising gas prices, using electric vehicles saves you the trouble of paying an extra 11 cents per liter because of the carbon emissions produced by gas-fueled vehicles. This being said, those who regularly drive and heat their homes will have to pay more.
Lana Goldberg, Ontario Climate Program Manager at Environmental Defence, mentioned that an optimal use of the funds would be to invest in energy sources like wind and solar to guarantee that Ontario replaces all gasoline plants that are now used to generate electricity.
The benefit and drawbacks of carbon pricings are solely determined by economic growth, environment, and the impact on the daily lives of Ontarians.
With this in mind, does this recent regulation impact our lives for the better or for the worse?